YouTube, what's going on, man? It's Black House Booking here with a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, if you're old to the channel, check out all of my old videos, man. Over 700 videos of content on this channel. Videos, shorts, live streams, everything, man. Your boy is going hard and we're not gonna stop. Anyway, y'all know we're on a marathon, Couchmas. We still got many uploads to go, so you still got a lot of great content on the way. But I wanted to talk to y'all today about Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan because I'm confused, all right? Y'all know how my brain works. Y'all know I'm always fantasy booking. Y'all know I'm always thinking about what's next, what's gonna happen next. And I've said many times, I'm ready to get this feud over with. I'm ready to end it ASAP. And the obvious answer would be to give the title to Rhea Ripley, right? Yeah, that would be obvious. She lost, or she basically lost, DQ, whatever. She had 2 chances and she didn't get the job done. But she's been beating up on Liv, Raquel, the whole women's locker room, been beating up on Dominic, been beating up on everybody, but she still ain't got the strap. So all this buildup, all this strength, all this power she got, it would be obvious that Triple H is gonna put the belt on her on January 6th, the premiere of Netflix, the premiere of Raw on Netflix. My brain though, I might have some different answers to this equation. So let's lock in, let's get right into it. I don't want to waste no time. I want y'all to stay on this video and I want y'all to just hear me out before you comment and say I'm a mark, I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm an idiot. Give me a chance. First things first, I'm gonna go from both perspectives. Let's do Liv Morgan first and the reason why I'm making this video. Think about this. What if Liv Morgan beat Rhea Ripley? Calm down, don't unsubscribe, don't click off the video, give me a second. And I'm not saying this, all jokes aside, yeah, she my New Jersey queen, I'm from New Jersey, all jokes aside, I'm being dead serious. I think there's more upside and more things you can do if Liv Morgan were to beat Rhea Ripley. Why do I say that? Number one, I think Liv Morgan would have more opponents to face rather than Rhea Ripley. Because think about this, right? If Rhea Ripley wins, who's her credible opponent to face next? Even with the shakeup, I don't know who would be next up. I don't want to see Rhea versus Becky again. I don't want to see Rhea versus a returning Charlotte Flair. I don't know, like who does she go against? Shayna Baszler is not built up to face her. Raquel, she already beat Raquel, right? Nia Jax is still champion on SmackDown. So who do you give to Rhea Ripley to have a credible feud with? Because they're gonna keep it straight heel versus babyface with Rhea Ripley because they want to build her up as a megastar babyface. Liv Morgan, on the other hand, I think she would have more of a selection because Liv Morgan isn't strong like Rhea Ripley. She's not booked super duper strong. So her going against, let's say they do the transfer portal, if you send Mia Yim over there to Raw, her versus Mia Yim would be a good feud, good matches. They could do street fights, whatever the case may be. She could go against a transference of Naomi maybe. She has credible opponents to go against that would make sense. Also because her as a heel, there's more babyface women for her to face than Rhea Ripley as a babyface going against the heels, because there's not a lot of heel women for Rhea Ripley to face. So I don't know who her opponents would be if she were to become champion. Another reason why I would say Liv Morgan, you can run back the Io Sky match. Like, there's so many more options for Liv Morgan, and this is the main option that I'm thinking about as well. Loser leaves Raw. It doesn't have to be official, but that can be a stipulation that's announced later on, or that, hey, Rhea Ripley lost, she has no point of being here, so she got to go to SmackDown, which would be great for SmackDown because apparently Raw, Netflix, they want everybody that they can get their hands on. So think about this. Liv Morgan beats Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley goes to SmackDown. She goes after Nia Jax WWE Women's Championship, which is a title she has not technically held yet, which would be a great journey for her to get. And then her versus Nia Jax is a credible match, and they faced each other in the past. So it would be a story as to why she's doing that. On the opposite end, you got Liv Morgan on Raw, right? Raquel Rodriguez. She's been Liv Morgan's lackey. She's helping Liv Morgan defend the championship every time. Dom and Raquel are getting closer. They're getting closer. They're getting cooler. They're hanging out without Liv Morgan. They already turned their backs on Finn Balor and JD McDonough, and they all just doing their own thing. So imagine Raquel is tired of being Liv's lackey. Raquel misses the crowd cheering for her. Raquel turns babyface, and eventually we get Raquel versus Liv Morgan, and Raquel dethrones Liv Morgan. Here's two things why I think that would be a great idea. One, you help build back up Raquel Rodriguez. Triple H is spinning the block on a lot of his NXT superstars that people thought that he forgot about. War Raiders. He spun the block on Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. He spun the block on Bronson Reed. He's spinning the block on Karrion Kross. He didn't forget about his NXT creation that he wants to be successful. He wants Raquel Rodriguez to be successful. He might be throwing us for a swerve by having her lose these matches and look weak and all that, being Liv Morgan's lackey in order to become the, women's champion and finally get her first singles title on the main roster. Think about it, right? It would make a lot of sense to me. Dominic doesn't have to be the focal point of it, but he can be a part of it. As him and Raquel getting closer, Liv is getting jealous. You know what I'm saying? Liv and Raquel have their feud, and Raquel could finally be a champion. I know what y'all gonna say. She's a charisma vacuum. She's not that great, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, that would be an interesting story. And Liv Morgan has more flexibility. Like I said, she has more opponents, in my opinion, that she can face, that you would be like, okay, she might actually lose. If Rhea Ripley were to beat Liv Morgan and take the belt, who do you think, like, what match would she have that you'd be like, you know what, she might lose this? I can't think of one. I genuinely can't think. Unless, like, if somebody like a Jade Cargill would have come over, but I think the Jade Cargill story is going to be tied to Bianca Belair, Naomi, and all of them over there. So that we can't do that. Bianca Belair's story is going to be tied to that as well. So Rhea Ripley really doesn't have any credible opponents to face. Who can you send from SmackDown to Raw if Rhea stays the champion for her to face? Please comment down in the comment section below. I genuinely don't know. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, because you have to... Rhea Ripley is booked so strong, you gotta have somebody to match that opposition. I genuinely wish Shayna Baszler was stronger. Listen, I like Rhea Ripley. I want her to have someone to face that will keep me intrigued and be like, yo, she might lose this. Even if we don't know that, even if we know she's not gonna lose, I still wanted the story to be interesting. Like, we don't think Cody Rhodes is gonna lose to Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens is still doing a good job. I don't know who in the women's division besides a returning Charlotte Flair or a Becky Lynch, or I can't think of nobody who I'll be like, okay, this is still good, even though I know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's my issue. So, like, let me get more into it. If Rhea Ripley did win, if Rhea Ripley does win, she captures the championship, we gotta move on. We can't have another, no rematch, no nothing. And I still think the same outcome should happen, because you can't keep them both on the same roster and they never cross paths ever again. Like, that would be out of character. So, like I said, if Rhea wins, you gotta send Liv, Raquel, you gotta send the whole Judgment Day to SmackDown, because if the whole Bloodline and the new and OG come to Raw, then it will kind of make up for it in a way. So send them to SmackDown and then let them have their own story over there. And then Liv Morgan and Raquel could still, like, maybe they go for the women's tag team championships. They have tag team matches, and you could kind of still get the same outcome where they turn on one another. I think that is still an interesting story point, even without the women's world championship. But that's the only thing I'm concerned about personally from that standpoint. And then the third option, Tiffany Stratton is still in play. Tiffany Stratton cashing in on January 6th. Raw on Netflix would be one of the biggest things ever. It would be super duper unexpected. And then we could just get her away from Nia Jax without having to, like, really conclude what's going on with that. Because honestly, that's another long, drawn out, dry story. But if we were to have Tiffany Stratton cash in on Rhea and Liv, make it a triple threat match so Liv could take the pin. We know Triple H, you want to keep Rhea strong. Liv takes the pin. Tiffany Stratton will look great with the Women's World Championship and put a pink strap on that. We know what a pink strap looks like on the big WWE belt, WWE Women's Championship, but a pink strap on the Women's World Championship, that might be fire, low key. I think that might look better. So what if Tiffany Stratton threw us for a swerve and just cashed in and we didn't expect it? It would make sense. And then The only issue with that is, unfortunately, if they still wanted to continue Rhea and Liv, they could still keep going, because then they wouldn't be fighting over a strap. But no, 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 no. We want a conclusion. If the conclusion would be Tiffany cashes in and neither one of them get their revenge or whatever the case may be, cool. Still got to move on. Still get one of them off of that roster. They don't need to both be on Raw no more after January 6th. Somebody got to go to SmackDown. That's my opinion. That's what I think should happen. But I think Liv Morgan winning and then going into a Raquel feud down the line, if you want to, it don't got to be Mania. It could be something else, whatever the case may be. I think that would be interesting, y'all. And then Rhea go on SmackDown, build some new feuds, go after that Women's WWE Championship belt, and, you know, she has new opposition. If not opposition that matches her strength, at least she got new opponents to go against, because she pretty much beat everybody on Raw, you know, when she was a heel. So it's time to move on to greater pastures. Go to SmackDown, help build SmackDown up. USA Network still needs people. Like, come on now, you can't just take everybody from them and put them on Raw. Like, that don't make sense to me. I think her going to SmackDown will be a better fit than if Liv lost and she went to SmackDown. They got too much, like, over there, in my opinion. Like her, Nia Jax, Tiffany, Stratton, like, that's kind of overcrowding the SmackDown women's roster, in my opinion. So, but let me know what you guys think, man. Thank you for love, support as always. Hope you guys enjoyed this upload today. We're gonna keep going, man. We're not gonna stop, man. But yo, genuinely, what y'all think about those ideas, man? I think that would be cool, man. It's not as clear cut and dry as you think. Trust me. Something big is gonna happen. Let me know. Deuces.